Die. These are the, I sent you the changes, but I still have to put them on the system. Still have to do.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Amersfoort in the Netherlands for an orange explosion of rugby union not far from Utrecht, one of the standout fixtures in the Ereklasse, the Dutch top flight with 2023 champions RC Eemland still hoping to fill one of those 4 semi-final places in the postseason playoffs, up against the almost invincible Ereklasse league leaders this season, RC the Dukes. Well, a genuine test for the host, this one, the benchmark side in Dutch rugby. Against one of the few teams capable of matching them physically. Kick off in around about 6 minutes' time. RC Eemland arriving as one of the league's more consistent contenders. They arrive 5th in the table, 7 points behind the last of the playoff spots, currently held by Rotterdam's. Although Eemland do have a game in hand, having only played 15 matches so far. The weather is a nice balmy 14 degrees, the freezing temperatures of the winter. Thankfully, now disappearing into memory. 64 degrees humidity, which if the weather was a lot hotter, would be a problem. But with these fairly low temperatures, it should be fine. A little bit of a wind as well, which will be blowing at the moment across the pitch, which is going to make the goal kicking somewhat interesting in this game. So a game in hand, as you see there, the last 5 matches of Eemland. 3 wins, 2 defeats. Those defeats against RC and the Hoek van Holland, damaging the playoff chances of the team that won the title for the first time just 3 years ago. They will be hoping to put up a good challenge this afternoon. Eemland, a side built on forward power and direct rugby, particularly strong here at home, but in recent times, unfortunately, decimated by injuries, which has threatened to derail their push for more postseason action. The Dukes, meanwhile, well, they went unbeaten through 15 matches, but as you can see there, their most recent match, they ended up being beaten against Rotterdam in a frantic finish, stolen at the end by the side from the huge port city. Well, the Dukes almost flawless then, unbeaten until that last outing. At home as well in Hertogenbosch, to another of those playoff contenders. Finally unstuck in that last home game where some unexpected handling errors saw the hitherto dominant front runners in the league fall at the beginning. They still, though, lead by 5 points. You can see there the table. Top 4 will go into the semi-finals. RC Eemland, 7 points outside at the moment, but they do have a game in hand. But as we say, they've got to go up against the Dukes here if they want to get nearer to Rotterdam. A couple of other recent challengers and certainly champions as well in second and third, including the defending champions Den Haag. So the Dukes above RC Eemland, Haag's RC in third, Rotterdam's RC in fourth, and RC Eemland in fifth place at the moment with Hoek van Holland not too far away. That's the head-to-heads recently, and it's been pretty tight. 3 wins to 2 in favour of the away side today. Dukes, though, did win in April in their most recent visit here to Amersfoort. And they also won the first game this leg as well. A fairly comfortable win as well. Recent meetings have tended to underline the Dukes' status as the team to beat. But Eemland are at least one of the few sides who have been able in recent weeks to make it a contest. So then let's take a look at the 2 sides then. Appleton, Gershon Mukendi, who is the 5th choice hooker this season. The hooker position has been particularly hard hit by injuries this season for RC Eemland. Robert Hackart is a tight head prop. There was a very late change with Martin den Berger being forced to come off the bench to fill in for Quentin Verharen, who was one of 2 players who came down with illness late on and so have not been able to start today. It's a very sizable injury list, and it's quite remarkable, really, when you consider that over a dozen players around, though they've still managed to get 22 players into the squad. Well, rugby club, the Dukes, then, they are the ones to beat then. They have a smattering of Dutch internationals in their ranks, including the breakout star this season, Tom van Uynen. 14 tries this season as hooker, a demonstration of how powerful the Dukes have been when it's been a 5-metre line-out followed by a driving maul. He will be ably backed up in the backs by more internationals, Hein Thielen, Mace Woots, and Oliver Searlau, all returning from action in the Rugby Europe Championship, where they were alongside Bilal Egberts of Eemland, who's on the bench today for the hosts. 2 teams coming out then. We've just seen a ding-dong battle in the Futures game. I'm Angus Trode, your match commentator this afternoon, and I welcome you to this groundbreaking broadcast. Broadcasting in English for the first time, the Dutch Ereklasse. Big game as well. 2 sides chasing glory this season. The Dukes very much the favourite, in very good form, and nowhere near the kind of injury worries that their hosts have got. Big win today will go a long way. They have 6 matches to go. Eemland have 7 because they had a game ruled out earlier. Our referee, Gert Visser, is an international referee alongside Dan O'Connell, Lucas van Engelsen, with Joost van in the match commissioner. There was an assistant in the game between Poland.
You are not on. Can you hear me?
Recently.
Yeah, but maybe ask them to just check the radio. Yeah, Bert can hear you, but...
I thought somebody was talking to me for a second there, but it's actually our referee. Gert Visser is just making sure that his microphone is working.
Yeah, yes, I can. Who was that? I can't hear Dan.
in the Rugby Europe Trophy match recently.
Dan, maybe swap
along
radio.
with Edwin van der Speek, who was the man in charge and is the man in charge this afternoon of RC Het Hooi and Haags RC. Catherine Ritchie
Swap radios with the match commissioner.
also in that game as well, and she's in charge of Rotterdamse against Breda this weekend.
Yeah, just maybe change.
So everything's set. It's to find out who will be celebrating tonight in the lively De Hof Square, the central square surrounded by cafes and historic buildings, and who will be needing a bit of time alone to reflect on the Lange Gratkanaal. It's RC Eemland at home, RC the Dukes unbeaten away, and we're ready for rugby, the Ereklasse.
Ready? Thanks. Wait for the whistle, huh? Keep them behind the ball. What side? What side? Okay.
Yeah, Eindhoven will get us underway here as RC Eemland take on RC the Dukes. Fifth place against top. A big afternoon for both sides. Victory for the Dukes, and they'll take a big step towards guaranteeing a place in the semi-final playoffs at the end of the campaign. RC Eemland still with ambitions of getting into the top four, but knowing that with a huge injury list that they have at the moment, missing quite a few of their important players as well, not the least of which Charles Mayner and Quinton Verhaeren withdrew on the day of the match with illness. A bit of juggling to be done by Mitch McGann there rather late on, the coach of the home side.
And the second one is off the knee.
Knock on. Advantage coming up there. Eemland in their usual yellow and black, up against the Dukes in their usual red and yellow. Eemland have already got one win today in the Futures game, which ended around about 15-20 minutes before this game has kicked off. And here is first touch then for Vunga Pagi Charibau, vastly experienced scrum half and also one of the assistant coaches as well on this Duke side. That was dropped backwards. A little ball out wide. Oliver Sierlau, one of the four Dutch internationals, just passed on the Rugby Europe Championship on the ball. Playing scrum half briefly there. Brad Armstrong, the inside centre. And the early pressure already set. Using the backs at the moment, that goes out to the right wing at Visser van der Heyden.
Leave it!
Homegrown Dukes boy, nickname Twinkle Toes. Imagine why a right wing would be called that. Most of the tries this season now have come from the forwards.
Just a knock on.
Forward power that has been the way forward for the Dukes.
He didn't even try to tackle me.
No, he went for the ball. He went for the ball.
At least the two scorers are both forwards.
Knock on of
They're now
yellow.
going to get a chance here to come in because it's going to be the first scrum of the game.
Yeah.
Here we go, Franny.
That's the knock.
So then a big test here early on for Francis Appleton, Gershom Mukendi and Robin Hackett in the front row for RC Eemland up against the power of Ailey Leber, Tom van Ooyen and Bryce McKinnon. Duke's Canadian former forestry specialist in from the Alberta region has been ripping up the opposition throughout this season. And an early collapse. Unfortunately, I didn't hear what the referee said there. The sound just cut out there briefly on me. But I would imagine it was along the lines of, boys to the front rows, let's make sure that you wait for my signal to engage. Very much the modern day advice. Make sure that the injuries to the front rows become a thing of the past. Oh, and there you go again, you see. Penalty against RC Eemland for bringing down. It looked like all of the front row were guilty of it that time.
Time is off.
That is what you want to avoid. Those sorts of clashes is why you're no longer allowed to just engage at will. It's an issue for the
That's dangerous. That's our penalty.
Yeah, yeah. No.
yeah.
Yeah, he did.
The whole scrum.
The RC Eemland, I think they're arguing that the penalty should have been theirs.
Time is over.
RC Eemland coming into this game off the back of first win in their last 3 games. Losing to the Hoek van Holland, the Hoek of Holland in English, and to Rotterdamse. Rotterdam. It has just made them take a backward step in their efforts to get into the semi-finals.
I would, yeah. Yeah. So, the old scrum going. Just wait.
I don't want to be in there.
So it's going to be a penalty. I think it's Robin Hackett, the tight head prop, who's going off there for a bit of treatment, the Dutch under-20 international. So then,
same picture.
No safety first, no kick for the post, a kick for the corner.
Yeah,
the
no
message
ball.
is clear from the visitors.
Yellow,
the Dukes,
gold,
they are after
gold,
the first try of the game. It is something that
Numbers?
they have done brilliantly well from exactly this kind of position.
Thanks.
We are missing a ball, and so Tom van Ooyen is sprinting off to get it. 21-year-old hooker who has been a sensational breakout star this season, a new Dutch international. 14 tries this season, off the back largely of driving mauls from lineouts. Exactly this kind of position. So it's a well-oiled machine. Let's see if they can get it right again this time. Well, the first part is brilliant. Into Max Labour. And now trying to set up the driving
Through
ball.
the middle.
RC Eemland trying to stop it happening, and they've done a good job. That's really good defence from the hosts. That's one of the main strengths of the Dukes. And they've managed to unarm them on that particular occasion. However, pressure's still there.
Advantage
now from open play, Ooyen picks it up once more.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
And again, good defence.
Time is off. No, you were fine. Yeah.
Stops them going over the line.
We have now 3 penalties in succession.
Yeah.
1 was for the scrum, 2 was for offside.
Yeah,
Under pressure? No, but 2 under pressure, you have offside penalties. Just speak to them.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter though if you're under pressure or
You
not.
have option around there,
Referee in the end,
around
if
there.
they have another one, will be sending somebody to the bin.
Oh yeah.
That is quite clearly a last warning. So then, let's keep their noses clean now. Leroy Jack gets us underway again, away by Vunga. Just a couple of metres away from the try line. Referee telling RC Eemland players to get back on side. And looks as though the try has been scored.
Anything?
Well, we said the forwards were going to be the main danger in this game, and already after 6 minutes, that's exactly how it has panned out. Neil Otto with his 14th try of the campaign. The man who drives this forward power for visitors, the Dukes. And has become the joint top scorer now for the away side, along with Tom van Ooyen.
When you're ready.
Conversion successful from Hein Thielen. And the Dukes getting off to just the start they were hoping.
Right, I guess, or left. Okay.
Try scored by the
And
captain. And the conversion successful too as well.
Yeah.
And Thielen, one of those who made his in Rugby Europe Championship debut, along with the likes of Van Ooyen recently.
Rest! Stay up. Stay up.
Netherlands men managed to finish 7th in the Rugby Europe Championship, beating Germany in the placement match. Germany relegated to the trophy competition.
Stay.
Relegation
Reed,
is
stay.
judged over 2 years in the Rugby Europe Championship. Poland the last to go down. Germany now going down this time around after biggest ever win for the Netherlands men over their German counterparts, 76-7.
Hey, get close, get close, get close.
Stay on the line.
Teams have enjoyed a couple of games this season where they've got up to the likes of that sort of mark.
Play.
Biggest win of the season so far. Knock on.
Knock on of gold. Scrum.
And so the scrum to the Dukes.
At your mark. Stay up. Lift on the mark. Lift on the mark.
Energy up. Big chest. Big scrum, boys.
Yeah.
Hit around, hit around.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, chop now, chop! Chop, Robin, chop! Second!
Let's see if we can make a bit better of a fist of this particular scrum after the first one. Never really got going. Better engagement. More steady. Now then, finally. So then, Vunga, Tagi, Chakabau. Successfully feeds it in, and we get our first successful scrum of the day. And it's a good one for the Dukes, who are already past the 10-metre line. Knock on. And an advantage here for the hosts. First time they've really managed to get a proper foothold in the Dukes' half. Coming forward with Robin and Stuart, one of the two Stuart brothers in this side. One a back, the other a forward.
Advantage over.
However, they've lost the ball. And here come Dukes again. It's a charging run forward coming from Dylan Robinson. A fullback who is a piece of work for a fullback. He's a big lad. A mistake.
Stay up.
Great
Number
chance
20,
forward,
open
but lose
speed.
control at the end, and teammates coming in off their feet into the ruck. Preventing the RC Eemland players from being able to get over the ball and jackal. So the penalty goes the other way. But well, that's not good. They have not found touch.
Yes, play.
So it's Dylan Robinson again. Little kick across the far side, trying to set Oliver Sierlau off and running. One of the Dutch internationals just back from international duty in the Rugby Europe Championship.
Okay. So it's 2 knock-ons. First of red, then of gold. Scrum.
Which means that it will be Eemland's scrum.
Have a look at this side. Scrum is better.
Ball is pinging backwards and forwards. You could hear the referee in his exertions to keep up with play.
Yeah, let's go, big scrum.
Hit him up, Billy!
So then this is an important moment here.
Hit him up, Bryce!
Geordie Santi, the scrum half from New Zealand.
Crouch!
And if Eemland are going to get anything good out of this game, they need their set piece to work well. Something that he's certainly used to when they had all of their first team players fit and available. Now though, trying to do it, and that is a very good effort. Eemland on the attack. However, covered by Dylan Robinson again, and he'll hoof it back where it came from.
That one.
It's become a little bit of a kicking battle. It's a decent kick if it stays. Infield it is, brilliant.
Red! Keep moving!
And then just a kicking battle for territory. There was no attempt there to go for the touch. Eemland on the attack once more. This is better now. They're beginning to get into the game after the shock of that first try. That was good offloads and a lovely little breakthrough. Eemland on the attack. Brilliant little run forward by Geordie Santi in the scrum half. However, again, it's going in off your feet into the tackle that has killed off that attack for the hosts.
15 on his feet, holding. That's a mark. Anything?
A bit of an escape behind Thielen. able to relieve the pressure up to halfway. Hasn't got it into touch
Backwards or
again, though.
forwards?
I think the wind is really affecting them. The wind is blowing towards us across the pitch, and that's making finding touch on that far side a real challenge. Forward comes Gershom Kendi. Usually a prop, but the man who's been forced into a change to go for hooker. At least he has played there before in his career. Another penalty to visitors. There's going to be a talking to this time.
25. He made contact with the neck area. Yeah. Neck.
Stand up. Don't fucking be lazy. Stand up.
Yellow card for Melvin Ship. And all of that good recovery from the hosts undone. Very disappointing for them, particularly as that yellow card has come in the end as a result of attack rather than defence. And the driving ball.
Leave it!
Good momentum build, they're still going as well. Out the back then. Comes Ailey Labour, youngest of the Labour dynasty. Brothers Gas and Max. Looks up to halfway. Aggie Chakibal.
Stay there.
Can't make any progress there though. There comes the Fijian though, round the corner. Lovely little ball outside. However, he's thrown it into an Eemland player. Just so keen to get the offload.
Leave it.
Now it's this time it's Dukes' turn to infringe.
Stop it. Get away. Number 8. Yeah, I saw it. Number 8, tackling off the ball.
This next 9 or so minutes now has become an exercise in trying to run the clock off for Eemland.
Stay there.
Have been
Gold. Let's go.
very, very good at completing scores when they have had a man advantage. That has been knocked on though.
No, that's fine. Longest the line. Knock off, red, scrum, go.
Eemland ball.
Big scrum, get lower, get lower. Yeah.
Tight.
This is the area of the game where the likes of Mitch McGann and Gareth Gilbert, the head coach and director of rugby at Eemland respectively, have been very conscious of knowing that their visitors probably have the edge in this area, particularly with the injuries that Eemland have suffered.
No.
The good thing for the Dukes is that they've been able to have a very stable selection policy. They have not been hit by the injuries in the same way that their hosts have done this season. And Diagunu in charge of them this campaign, the title-winning coach for RC Diok back in 2019. And Alex Liddell, the forwards coach, has been doing a great job of making sure that they're the most powerful squad of forwards in the division. Yeah, and that's decent from RC Eemland. Very good scrummaging on the home side. Kick forward by Bram Reuters. One of another set of brothers in this RC Eemland side. It's Dylan Robinson trying to get forward, and Martin Othoff, the open side flanker, being told to leave him alone once he'd made the tackle. Gonna have to use it, and that's forced in big Bryce McKinnon to play scrum half. Usual scrum half. Aggie Chakibal back on his feet once more. kick forward, but intercepted, and a chance for Eemland to start building again on halfway, out by the scrum half, Jordi Santi.
Advantage.
Santi looks around on the blind side, decides he's going to keep going with the hooker, Gershon McKindy.
Playing advantage, penalty.
This time he will come the other way. There's a penalty advantage being played in favour of the host, so they have a bit of a free hit here. I wonder whether we'll see a kick. Lovely little ball back inside once more. Picked up by Wouter Reuters.
Time is off. Just the advantage for offside number 1. Yeah. You never got onside. You were always offside. You never got onside. Yeah.
Which is pretty unforgivable, really.
Okay, sir.
Line is here.
And then a little bit of a team huddle. Through back is Francis Appleton, the loose head prop.
Let's go.
English-born Dutchman. In his 16th appearance. Played in all of the 15 games, as we said. They are one game behind two of the others. Hagues, I'll say, is the other team. That was the game that hasn't been played yet. They'll play back-to-back weeks towards the end of the month. Will RC Eemland against the defending champions of the Netherlands.
Then.
If they are to get into that top 4, then they are playing against the right teams, because get points off teams you're directly challenging for the semi-finals, then they'll go a big way towards getting in. But it's a big challenge as well against other teams who are also in very good form, if not better.
Play.
Here it comes then. And a great run up towards the line. They're over. Can they get it down?
So it
The
was
referee doesn't sound as if that's the case.
Yellow, and then placed.
Catch the whole of that sentence from the referee, but the one thing is for sure, it's not a try. So a big chance disappearing.
Yeah.
So here we go again then. It's the goal line dropout, and parked outside the 22 once more are the hosts. On it comes then. Keegan Weintraut, in number 8, trying to break through the game line. Into the 22. Best period of the match so far for Eemland, and when you consider they're down to 14 men, that is quite something. It's a little key, but there's plenty of defenders there. Whether there was an advantage being played. Again, it's another of those little kicks to nothing.
Around the shoulder. High. Shot.
And they're going to go for the posts. I'll say Eemland deciding that it's better to get on the scoreline and just reduce the deficit a little bit than risk everything by going to the corner.
Yeah, then what time do you have? Because I don't know.
Reuters then will take this kick at goal, the Dutch under-20 international.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of concern pre-game about the condition of his groin, but clearly it's okay if he's prepared to take this on.
Now 10, huh?
Right in front of the posts. Of course, it's a penalty, so they can't charge him. And no problems. So then, Eemland on the board, thanks to Bram Reuters. And it is and 3. I say the Dukes 7.
Yeah, slow. So it is 19 minutes, now 18.
Half minutes to go. Yes. Of the yellow card for Melvin Surt. And And we are almost 21 minutes into the first half, pretty much halfway through, just after. And it's a tight beginning to this game. Duke's unable at the moment to capitalise on their man advantage for the last 7.5 minutes or so. And Eemland, ironically, since they went down short-handed, probably been playing their best rugby of the game. That might have gone forward. And
Stop!
Big scrum here, big scrum. Here we go, boys, big scrum.
you can hear there, big scrum called for from the Dukes, which is, I think, as good a compliment as you can pay Eemland in this game so far. Dukes were expected to dominate the scrum, but that has not quite been the way it's worked out so far.
Big scrum here, big scrum.
Loose.
Tight.
They're going to try to stop, okay? Low you go.
Let's go,
Second. Low you go. Low you go. Low you go.
Crouch! Point! Set! Steady. Stay up!
That's a better push from the Dukes. You can ask that good push back though from Eemland, so it's remaining competitive there, but this is a good move out by Oliver Sierlau for the Dukes. They are charging into the midfield. Hence is folding round again, trying to get in good position. The little ball back by Tom van Ooyen. And they've stolen the ball of Eemland as well. Another good piece of defending from the home side, and now counter-attack rugby down this near side. Another good reaction from the men in black and yellow.
What? Yellow.
That is going to take us down to the end of the yellow card. No points scored by the Dukes so far since Eemland went down to 14 men.
That's your mark. Yeah.
And if anything, Eemland have come out on top of that little
Time is off.
period by 3 points to 0.
No.
And that will do their confidence a lot of good.
Clean.
Hard pitch.
Clean him. Just clean. No, don't take your
Not a
shot.
lot of rain recently.
Take some water.
You can see the dry patches here. Well, the pitch would probably like some water too, but that's the players also getting a bit dehydrated in a breathless first 23 minutes. Temperature generally has to be a lot hotter to have an official drinks break during games. So we're waiting to see exactly how many have been called. Leroy Jack then has gone off. Dirk van Lierop has
If he's going to take any longer, he's going off.
Van Lierop, known as the Red Rocket, which I assume was because he was quick, but I was told it was mainly because he has red hair, ginger hair. Another moral victory for Eemland, defeating an established strength for the Dukes, the driving maul from the line out. Well, the coaches for Eemland were talking down their chances in the set piece for this game, but they must have been more confident than they were pretending they were. So far, it's been very competitive in the line out and in the scrum. And another opportunity to see that proof here. Scrum to Eemland, Jordi Santi ball in hand. He's gone down on his near side. And it's the tight head clock, Bryce McKinnon, who has been penalised.
Ed was the going down. Anything else? Yeah.
The referee just coming to see if there was anything else he needs to take to account of, but it's just a straight penalty. McKinnon has a scrum machine on the back of his truck in Alberta.
I'll deal with it.
where he practices scrummaging, but he might have to go and charge at it a couple more times.
3.
After that, didn't quite get the timing right. Here he is. Just pointing out that he's being isolated there against Jordi Santi. Here they come then. Eemland still looking for their first try of the game after 25 minutes. Eemland 3, the Dukes 7. The league leaders at the moment in front, but by no means in charge. And the Dukes are trying to hold up the Eem runner, trying to force it into a maul. And he's done it. Which means that the scrum will go the way of the visitors.
Get away. Captains. Time is off.
They're creating chances, are RC Eemland.
Both teams are now starting to fall out of that little...
Oh, microphone's gone dead just at the vital moment when he was about to tell us what exactly they are doing.
In someone's face.
Iets meer, Sylvie staat te droppen.
Well, again, I will make an extrapolation from what I think he said. He's
if
saying
we
that the scrums went well. It's happened again. Scrums started scrummaging well.
Red ball.
And I think he's just getting a little concerned that they are lapsing back into the ill discipline that we saw in the scrummage at the start of the game. So then another test here. Bryce McKinnon on this near side, tight head prop on the right-hand side of the Dukes scrum will be under scrutiny for this latest set piece. So Dukes put in though this time around. Vunga Tagi Chakibao feeds it, and it's a better push this time from the Dukes, and that's the best that they've had so far, pushing Eemland onto the back foot. And it's Tagi Chakibao who makes some good ground. And the referee rewarding that better scrum for Dukes with the penalty.
15. Hit. Yeah, just keep a tight leash on it, yeah.
So the touch found, and again the wind just stopping, making more ground. It's spun around a little bit now. It was coming across the pitch, now it's blowing directly into the direction that Dukes are trying to go, and that's not going to help Eemland if it stays like that for the second half. Oyen with the throw. And again, it's not straight, but it doesn't matter because it's gone the way of Eemland.
No, it's not an
And a line out against the head, and all of a sudden, here come Eemland again onto the front foot, up to the 10-metre line, looking for that little breakthrough. They have just managed to fail to find so far. Great little ball out wide. Forward comes Silva Van Essen. And the ball has gone out.
No.
Saw a wonderful try scored by the Futures down that far side in the Futures game.
Kan eigenlijk niet stilzitten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Brilliant run by
Numbers.
Jesse Dijkstra
5, 4, 3, 2,
as he helped Eemland win
Line is the middle.
their match in the Futures.
Stay there.
Game against the Dukes just before this game.
No.
Offensive solidity needed here from the Dukes, and they find it. Well taken by Max Labour from the delivery by Van Ooyen. However, mistake comes again from the league leaders and hands possession back to the team just outside the semi-finals. And as good a chance here as any in the game so far here for RC Eemland to get their first try.
Lift a bit. Yeah.
Last scrum though, they were pushed back for the first time really in the game. They will be wanting to respond here, particularly as it's their putting. Wouldn't be surprised if this ball doesn't come out of the bat pretty quickly.
Set!
Load, load!
It's not stable.
Walking away.
Same ball. No, same ball.
Got the impression there that the pack for the Dukes came in a little early.
Chest, come on. Anthony talking too much. We literally just won us.
Yeah.
No.
Let's go, boys. Loose.
Not allowed to actually apply pressure until the referee gets to the end of the set.
Keep the
Command.
weight. Don't move on the mark.
Get him, Bryce. Shake hands.
Crouch down first, bind. Doesn't mean you apply pressure, just means you join your hands onto
Bind.
the opposing front row.
Go forward.
And not engaging again.
Nice, boy.
It's a free kick this time, though, to Eemland. So effectively a tap and go penalty there. Out by Santi. Good drive forward by the hooker. Bukendi. However, they've handed the ball back the other way.
Holding on.
That's it.
Not letting go after the tackle.
Isolated.
Sean McKendy, yeah, he's got ahead of his support players. Were not able to get to his aid before the jackler came over from the Dukes. Very much a modern phenomenon in the game that has been brought in the last few years to help the defending team legally take the ball and turn over the ball. Stop the attacking team killing it and removing the competition at the breakdown. So another chance presented and then goes away again for Eemland.
Stay there.
Von Van Ooyen will be looking for better
Backwards.
service this time. Well, he's got away with it.
Yeah.
Didn't
It's now
quite go into the
inside.
hands of Henk Bus, who was hoping to find the blindside flanker, but at least it went to a teammate.
Step. Thanks.
Now they need a good exit. Robinson with a decent kick up field and fine touch. If there was no wind, I would say that that wasn't a great kick, but bearing in mind there is wind, it's not too bad. Though it looked like it has changed direction again, making it really tricky. See now, suddenly going with
Backwards.
Dukes. So we have a gusting wind. That's been stolen. Again, the line out proving problematic in this changeable, windy conditions. On the attack then, Eemland.
Get away, no hands! Stay here.
The 22.
Stay there.
Santi recycles. Defense so
No
far.
hands now,
though.
no. Thanks.
It's a support play at the
Backwards.
gain line that time around, and it falls out wide. That's a terrific tackle. That was Hein Thielen, the fly
Knock on
hard
a
for
goal.
the Dukes that really closed out the gap brilliantly there defensively,
I'll go on this.
stopping the offload and resulting in the knock-on. So scrum time again, inside the last 8 minutes of the half. Unga Tage Chakibao. Usually experienced. Delivers it well. It's turning a scrum, but they managed to get it out in time. Robinson back inside, knock on. It'll be another scrum. However, at the moment, knock-on advantage to the home side, out by Santi. It'll go wide from Bram at Roters. Trying to come through there.
boy, 13.
Fred Newber,
Stay here.
another young talent coming through.
Backwards.
I say Eemland playing in this game with either really exciting
Six.
talent coming up through their futures program or some vastly experienced players. Not many in that sort
Stay
of
here.
prime
Use it.
career age of late 20s. Appleton,
Yeah. Stay. Use it.
who said drop, recycle, Santi. Eemland here keeping the ball moving, going through the phases. Santi again out wide. They bring it back to the forwards. That's good tackle though by Ailey Labour, accompanied by fellow prop Bryce McKinnon. Eemland still have it. That's not the best ball out though by the scrum half. And a knock-on advantage now to the Dukes. And again, that attacking position that Eemland have worked so hard to build, given up in an instant.
No. Sorry.
Getting a lot of scrums now. Ordinarily these days, we're supposed to get the scrums off and running in 30 seconds. If there's no time. It's come in from the IRB in recent last couple of years, trying to get the game just to speed up a little bit. Same thing with reduced time for the kicks. Also brought in an orange card as well in certain places, but that not being employed here in the Netherlands in the Ereklasse. It's the normal yellow and red. Which have only had one red this season. Agi Chakabal delivers again, and again it's a good scrum here from Eemland, but they're not going to be rewarded for it. Dukes have it and then spread it out wide. However, the defence saw that coming, and they all drifted across well to cover their respective attackers, and they've managed to turn the ball over as well.
No hands,
Last 5 minutes. Eemland 3, Dukes 7. And Eemland again trying to charge into the 22 down that right-hand side, which has been their side of choice in this first half. It's gone again. Another knock-on just when they were building momentum, and another scrum to the Dukes. The Dukes had their remarkable unbeaten run ended in the last game. 15 straight league wins.
I need a bigger gap on your side and shoulder.
26-21 at home.
Thanks.
By Rotterdam's. It was a difficult start when they lost flanker Aidan Scanlon early to injury, and themselves under pressure, particularly at line-out time. Whilst Rotterdam struck twice through sharp counter-attacks.
Yeah, thanks.
Eemland have tried to build up fast-paced attacks a week later, but have not quite managed to get it together as yet. In it comes again from Taki Chakimal. And again, it's successful from the visiting side. Forward comes Sielau.
Use it.
Taki Chakibal needs it out one more. Bryce McKinnon turning around an advantage. So super offside against RC Eemland. Well, they've got a hit to nothing here, and that's why they're moving it out wide. And the biggest amount of space we've seen in the game so far. Now they're suddenly through into the midfield. And their left winger, Nate Mooch.
The ball. Put the ball there. Get away. Get away.
It was a great race through by the left wing.
2 penalties
of the Dutch national team, and indeed of the Dutch franchise Delta, where the Dutch clubs come together to provide a team that goes into the Rugby Europe Super Cup.
I saw.
Not the captain though of his club. Apologies for the microphone
Captain,
between the officials. We're missing the
we've spoken about the discipline.
Explications.
We had a penalty for no arms tackle, penalty for no arms tackle, penalty for dangerous tackle. Number 8, just yellow card. Yeah, but no, it's repeated offences.
Yeah, repeated offences, and Keegan Weintraut.
So you have an option,
even though it wasn't a flagrant foul, because of the amount of fouls they built up, is the man who goes to sit down for 10 minutes. And that means that he'll still be there probably about 5 to 6 minutes into the second half as well, on the sin bin step. The second player sent to the naughty step in this first half for RC Eemland. And when you're playing against the league leaders, it is not really what you need, but it is a measure of the pressure that they're being put under, even if they are being able to match it for the most part in this first 40-minute period.
Stay there.
So then, successfully delivered this time by young Tom Van Ooyen. And now again,
3.
men
Thanks.
15 against 14. Duke's looking to step up the pace as we approach half-time.
9.
Into the 22. Looking for the 5-metre line. Little burst through! Oh, it's a wonderful piece of sniping from Vunga Takicakibau. And the most experienced man in this Duke's lineup, a man who's on the coaching staff as well, saw the gap
It'll be time.
and was threw it like a whippet
Yeah.
underneath the post. And a second try of the game for the league leaders. Taking them almost next to no time this time to take advantage of their superiority in numbers on the field. So then Hein Thielen again with the successful
tell the captain
kick. And at half-time, it is RC Eemland 3,
It's just a
the
general.
Dukes 14.
Oh, I already mentioned to him, just watch it, discipline.
Yeah.
So the two teams head off then to the half-time debrief. We'll be back for the second half at 10 minutes' time. Opted for by RC Eemland. The 2 yellow cards there, the big thing. They weren't penalised for the first of them, which was given against their second row forward, Melvin Soot. But they did concede when Keegan Weintraut was sent to the sin bin just before half-time, and it resulted in the Dukes scoring their second try of the game. Been tough for them, but they are in front.
Ga kotsen.
Doe maar niet.
So welcome back. We are ready to go for the second half with RC, the Dukes, the league leaders, in front at the moment away at RC Eemland.
Wait for the whistle.
5th place against the leaders.
I guess you're going the same way too.
Yeah.
No changes.
So then, off we go. Underway once again then from the fly half.
Option.
Reuters,
Scrum.
one of 2 brothers in this.
You shouldn't enter. You shouldn't just think that
Line
it's going to be a scrum. No,
You're not going to want to kick again, are they?
no.
However, it is going to be a scrum with the ball not going 10 metres. See the 10-metre line there, the serrated line. For any of those who's not familiar with rugby, that ball has to cross that line off the kick-off, or it will come back for a scrum on the halfway line. Is where we are at the moment. And an early turnover then. Don't forget that FC Eemland still down to 14 men after a second yellow card.
Cancel.
Of the half. After Melvin Soot earlier on in the first half, Keegan Weintraub is the man sitting on the naughty step at the moment. The scrum has got Becker, and that's better from the Dukes. That's the kind of how we're expecting from them when this game started. Off the back comes Vunga Chagibao, and a huge race for the line already. Looking to put their foot onto the Eemland throat immediately in this second half. They've already scored 1 try at the end of the first half with a man advantage. Now they're going to do it again here at the beginning of the second. And it looks like Henk Huis, who is the man who's gone down over the line, the blindside flanker, just powering his way through. What a start for RC, the Dukes, to the second half. Well, Hank the Tank, as he's nicknamed in the Dukes' quarters.
No, someone's mic is like making a lot of noise. Yeah, it's probably.
Got some work
in the shirt, maybe. Yeah.
You see there, he bounced off the tackles and into the in-goal area. 19 points to 3. That could now be 21 points to 3 if this conversion goes over, which it does. So a fine start then to the league leaders in this second half. They've already stretched away. Third successful conversion from the by half Hein Thielen. And it is Eemland 3, the Dukes 21. Doesn't feel like this game really represents that kind of a gap between the two sides based on what happened in the first half. One thing is for sure, Eemland need a score quickly.
Stay.
Go with him!
Tackle! Stay out.
Eemland have it, ripped away though. Another knock-on. That's been the
one of your
bane
players
of
touched the ball, so he can't be
Eemland's game
One of your
so
players
far.
touched the ball, so he
Every
can't
time
be
they get
offside.
into a good position, they're unable to keep hold of the ball in hand. Reaction though to the try, but they will be kicking themselves if they allowed the Dukes through quite so easily.
Tight! Come on!
Ground!
Well, for most of the first half, Eemland scrummaged well, but Dukes seem to be sorting it out a little bit more now. Here they come again, look at that big push, the big drive on, and all of a sudden, Eemland are doing pretty well there to keep those shoulders down on the front row, and a big push by the Dukes, and here they come again up to the 10-metre line inside the Eemland half. Beginning to stretch their legs a bit. Andy came in, he was saying that particularly in the second half he was
let me
looking
know if
for
there's
his
something.
forwards to really start to drive through. And oh, that's another drive through here by the scrum half. Bunga Jakibaku playing scrum half now. Thielen. A penalty. Offside against Eemland. Thielen is going to go for the corner.
Just we're on the red zone.
Yeah.
Yes. Quicker because I was blowing almost
Already
something
3
else.
tries for the Dukes, which means that they have the attacking bonus point. The attacking bonus point system in the Netherlands follows that of the French in top 14, top 14. You have to score 3 more tries than your opponent, as opposed to the straight 4 tries you have to score in lots of other championships. Here comes Bryce McKinnon, lowering the shoulder, looking to drive his way over, gets halfway there. The big Canadian recycles. Forwards now beginning to really impose their power. That's been dropped though.
Knock on in the tackle.
Little bit
No.
knock on in the
It
tackle.
was too knock.
So it's actually Eemland who have been penalised. And it'll mean it will be a scrum to the Dukes, which will be disappointing for Eemland because they thought that they had provoked the knock-on in the other direction.
As before. Stay.
Go, boys. Sit.
Crouch.
I need to go.
Bind. Jet.
Loud, 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 loud.
Come on!
Round the corner, looking for that try line.
Shot.
Brilliant tackle, holds him up, over the go though. Referee there looking to see whether it comes up and it's been held up. Great defence by the host there that time.
Leave it.
That looked try all
Leave
the
it.
way.
17. Just held up.
Well, not surprising,
Go line.
perhaps, that
No.
Van Leerdok was a little bit upset. The replacement Locke, who could also play in the back row as well. Just held up.
We're going to scrum. Yeah, thanks. Good.
That's Keegan Weintraut. Just 30 seconds or so away from being able to relieve the frustration of being in the sin bin and be able to rejoin us again. Time must drag on a glacial level when you are forced to sit out and watch your teammates struggling against 15 men, particularly when they're the league leaders, this brutal forward power of Dukes. Now though, they're going to use the backs. And it comes into Oliver Sierlau. Good tackle though. Recycled by the Dukes though. Taken on by the loose head prop, Ailey Labour. And they're driving them forward now. Really isolated, a couple of backs there and being pulled down.
Forwards.
Effectively that had turned into a maul. And then was pulled down by a Eemland player.
Yeah.
Is that going to be another yellow? Going to be a warning.
As he was going to the ground, he tried to strip the ball.
Yeah.
If he's on the ground, he can't play.
Yeah.
If he's on the ground, he can't play.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's why.
Grey area.
Yeah, that's why it's 50-50. So just speak to them. Yeah.
Niels van Offelen there. That's a really good piece of commentary there. Yeah, it's a grey area. Fortunately for him, the referee agreed. May avoid a third yellow card, just as the second one has expired.
You on the line, on the line. Numbers?
Van Offelen has been around the block. Great servant to Eemland over the years.
Stay there.
Man who's really reliable. Oh, that's gone the wrong way, off the line
Knock
out.
on.
Knock on by the Dukes. And that is very unlike them, getting it wrong in that sort of position, a position where you can almost put your house on them scoring. this season particularly. Back it comes though, Dylan Robinson. Ball back. Needs a challenge but recycles it well.
Tackle! Tackle!
Tackle called. So the tacklers have to roll away. Bryce McKinnon shows the ball to Francis Appleton and then drives into man who's usually opposite when it's a scrum. Great take to avoid the knock on there. Up to the 22. At the other way comes Vunga Pagichakibal. Orsielao, wonderful little sidestep.
Is there something there? Nothing?
However, the ball is going to turn over to Eemland, and it's going to be a scrum. There must have been a knock on in there somewhere.
That's intense. He literally fucking
That on the ground. It's not Geordie Santi, is it? Whoever it is, it looks like they've got a problem with their ankle.
Did you see anything? Just tell me. Did you see anything? Okay.
Referee looking for any kind of help in terms of foul play from his assistants on this near side, but it looks as though there was nothing there.
Are you going off 9?
Oh, that looks like a twisted ankle. Oh, not good.
Yes. Yeah, here you can
So
come.
then Farrell Lusink will come on.
Come.
Another Dutch international.
Yeah.
Youngster coming through,
No, time's off.
18 years old.
Who's talking to me?
I'm a Groningen man, and
Must be my voices in my
Other
head.
friend.
so Geordie Santi's off, and if he's going off with an injury,
Yes,
he won't
let's
be allowed
go.
back on again.
Scrum. Yellow.
7 substitutes, 12 substitutions can be made in all in the game in the Netherlands. I don't think we'll be seeing Geordie Santi coming back. That's a shame, because he was having a decent game in terms of the play attacking-wise for Eemland, but unfortunately, we're still not able to finish off those opportunities created. So then the first job for young Farrell Lusink is a scrum. However, they're going to have to reset, because the front rows have become all a little bit wobbly again.
The camera is watching you. Let's not make a shit show of this. Yes? Yes? Otherwise you can both go off. Yeah?
We're listening to you as well.
Come on, Dana, push!
Time's back on. Shoulder out. Thanks.
Second!
So then,
Points!
a little bit of sort of steadiness in their scrum that they had for a large part of the first half, but they've lost it in the second half. Few men on. Oh, look at that push again from the Dukes. My goodness me. Well, that is what we're expecting. And it is now what the Dukes are delivering. The
Someone
forward
kicked the
power in
ball
the
out
scrum
of the
now
scrum.
is becoming irresistible.
I couldn't see who.
I think there's almost a little bit of sympathy there from the referee. Not surprising they're going to go for the scrum. They're trying to
So
force
one of your
another yellow
second rows or
card.
someone kicked the ball out of the scrum. Yeah, I know, but
Well, if it's the second rows, then you're looking at Melvin Soort
Kick the ball
or
outside.
Niels van Offelen.
but the scrum shape was good.
Kom op, Dana! Nu gaan wij!
Left him.
Well, they need the kind of solidity here that you see in the Koppelpoort. Amersfoort striking 14th century combined land and water game. They've got to stop the forwards of the Dukes flooding through here, because that's exactly what it seems to be happening. Little tap there, here they come again. Again, they start to build it up better from the host though, so they decide to run it. There's Robinson trying to break his way through the gain line. More good defence though coming from the host.
Get away!
Again, the forwards tried to take it on. That ball has gone down. Referee's happy though that it's not been brought down by the Eemland defenders. Round the corner they come, over the top of the line. Try given. Fourth try of the game for RC the Dukes. And all of that coming from their dominance in the scrum.
Just to tell them the shape of the scrum is now better. Just tell the front row. Yeah, yeah.
Scrum set the platform, the forwards took it on in open play, and Niels Otto goes over for his second try of the game. Stretch that lead out, and it's beginning to become a little bit unattainable now. 26 points to 3, the visitors lead by, with a chance here to make it 28 points.
Anything there?
So Thielen lines it up. As soon as he makes his run, they can charge him if they can get there that quickly. Here he comes. Charge comes.
Yes.
Thielen gets it away and through the post. And it is RC Eemland 3, RC the Dukes 28.
Are you 20?
Yeah.
Sub. Just wait.
Tougher
Still
now
60.
for RC Eemland.
Yeah, you can go.
Eemland 7 points outside of the four
Hey,
playoff
tackle it,
places.
no hands now too.
They're going to have to start finding some wins from somewhere as they make a change in the front row. Francis Appleton has come on, and James Knapp has come on, a Dutch international, who said prop. Now can they go on counter-attack rugby here? Nice little break. In it comes to Mukundi. Recycles well. All taken on quickly. I thought a penalty was coming there for those, but no, now it is coming though. Offside. Isolated.
Under 9.
Oh, it's a late tackle.
Play on.
Smith didn't spot that. Nevertheless, here comes Eemland.
Late tackle.
Well, throwing the ball there around, knowing that they were able to come back for the penalty, and that's exactly what will happen in it. The end, 15 minutes into the second half, and Eemland now getting a little more desperate here. They can't really afford for the Dukes to go any further ahead. They're already a long way behind. They've got to start the comeback from somewhere.
Because I saw pointing to post.
And the first thing will come. No point going for the post anymore, though. They'll go for the corner. Need to start finishing off some of the chances that they've created. They will look back, I think, at some of this and think that this gap didn't need to be as big as it was, because they certainly had chances to score within their grasp, and then handling errors, which is ironically what Andy Agonu was criticising his team for last week in their defeat against Rotterdamse. He said handling errors is what cost them, and it's what's costing Eemland here in this game. And on top of that, the growing dominance in the forwards from the Dukes.
Stay here, stay here. Stay set.
Replacement scrum half, Carol Lusing recycles once more. Big role for him now to get into this game. Mukendi, the hooker.
The strip was fine.
Nice again from Lusing. This is good quick ball this now from the home side. It's what they need. However, great peeling across. That's Hein Thielen again, doing great work out on this flank.
No.
Mukendi again. Brilliant pick up off his heels.
7. Stay here.
Use it. Slower ball this time around.
Are they good?
That allows all of the Dukes forwards to fold around and pick up their men.
Off their foot. Play on.
Working for every inch of space at the moment, and they're beginning to throw that ball out a little bit more riskily now, are Eemland, as they realise here they've got to try and create better ball. Good drive forward inside the 22.
Going forward. Scrum.
Now, it is not often you see that anymore in rugby.
It was unplayable.
Normally, when
forward.
the ball breaks up like that, it goes to the defending team. But
No.
Eemland doing just
what I
enough
said.
there to show that
Ball
they were
was
still
unplayable.
in possession
Your
of
scrum.
forward momentum. So often these days, that ball will
Look this side.
transfer to the defending team when it becomes unplayable like that.
There's a new prop there. Gold. Let's go. 30 seconds.
Yep, there you go, told you. You have to get on with it these days. Forwards want to take a bit of a break, but the laws these days don't allow them to.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Now they can apply the pressure on the front rows, one against the other. Better from Eemland again, and quick ball out the back, little kick through. Chance here to score a try. Oh, defending again. Don't tell me that's Teelan
Let me
again.
just explain. I've got red touch.
Well, there was a
ball.
great piece of
Let's,
first phase
jot it
rugby.
down, so
They
it's gonna be
saw
scrum,
the
yellow
space
card.
there to kick it through, but Jukes had seen the danger.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to explain to you. Take him
They're,
back. Scrum.
Right, so there you go. So what's happened there is that they've taken the ball back over their own try line. It must have been touched just in front of the try line. And that means that it comes back for a 5-metre scrum to RC Eemland. This is as good a chance from a set piece as Eemland have had in the game. Inside the 5-metre line, pretty much. Little tap there. Round it comes again. Need another good scrum, and they find it. Better. Now, can they create? Eemland looking for a way back into this game. Good defending across. All the defenders falling around onto that blind side. And the referee will give another.
Knock on off number 8. So scrum. No, the ball was already out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Otto,
That
I think the captain is the man who
the ball is
let
out.
that ball go forward. So it's another scrum put into the home side. Suddenly, Eemland, though, have got his footing out. It helps that they're playing those scrums a little quicker. I think they're conscious now of the power that's coming through the other side. Hour gone. A 25-point lead. Over 3 converted tries of difference between the two sides at the moment with 20 minutes left. Again, the big push. Eemland need to get it out quickly, and they do. Knock forward. Yes, it was. Knock on off red, trying to tackle. Referee's obviously decided that was a genuine attempt at the ball because he's only giving a scrum.
Yeah. Scrum. Yeah, I can only stand one side. Yes. So.
There's a substitution coming.
Nice, boys.
Well, there's more than one coming. Quite a few in the scrum are going off. And it looks like Dylan Robinson is following them off as well at fullback. And it looked like Ailey Labour, the loose head prop, was on his way off. I can see Kevin Abing, there he is, coming on. The replacement loose head prop. And he started off at Umaruru Rugby Club in the province of Zeeland. So then, what feels like 4th or 5th
That side.
attacking? Oh, hello. That's McKinnon. Just the free kick that time, though, but Eemland will take it. Great tackle. That ball has gone backwards out of the hand, but Eemland still have it, but they find themselves twice the distance from the try line, trying to find some space.
Stay here.
Nice McKinnon. Tino Peters is actually the man who was penalised at that last scrum. Nice McKinnon has come off. Kendi can't find his man.
Advantage.
There was an advantage being played though to RC Eemland. Change of scrum half as well. Simon Arts has come on for Vungad.
Now it's going the other way. Once you're under pressure, penalty starts happening. So this one was... Yep.
Take a scrum.
Yeah, I can't... I didn't speak before.
Yeah, all right. But
Just closing it.
Just let it go.
That's what it looked like from that side. I'll send this out.
Tom Van Ooyen, I don't know whether he was talking to the youngster there, who's got a striking resemblance to Henry Pollock. The fairly controversial and flamboyant Northampton forward.
Stability. Crouch.
That shocking blonde hair there, and prodigious talent, both of them.
Ball is already out.
Van Oordonk has come on the wing. So is Eemland trying to get round the corner, and the ball has gone out. And this time the knock-on is by the host. So all the defence by the Dukes has paid off. They managed to escape the biggest piece of pressure that they've been under in the game. There's a Dukes man down.
Time off.
Time off then to see what the problem is here. Eemland's next game will be next weekend against Cass.
Anything?
LC.
Good conversation.
Will they take on Eto'o, who are one of the teams directly in competition with them for a top 4 place. So too, Haag's RC, who they play back-to-back at the end of the month.
Let's go.
And Rutters has come on and has been replaced by Yusuke Araki, the Japanese fly half.
From the start you said hook, but he's putting it under the loose head.
And into Netherlands via Poland. So then, all of that time inside the 22 by RC Eemland, and still no try to count after it. And now a chance for the Dukes to be able to exit from the danger. First put in then by Time and Arts. Man from Eindhoven. Said that he will give a tempo to the Dukes side when Tagichakibau goes off, but Tagichakibau gave them plenty of tempo through the game so far. So then here comes the exit. Well done. It's nicely done by the Dukes. Not going for a touch though, just going for touch. They want as much time to come off as possible. At the moment, the Dukes in possession of a 5-point haul. 4 for the win, 1 for the attacking bonus point.
Get away,
4
16.
tries scored in the game. They only need 3 more than Eemland to guarantee that extra point. Eemland now really, their attention turns to trying to get the defensive bonus point. Seem to get to within 7. But they're a long way short of that. They need at least a couple of tries, if not more. Get anywhere near to that kind of compensation. Mukendi, lovely little sidestep by the hooker. He's got himself isolated, but he was fortunate that the 2 jacklers came in, actually went off their feet. Have to stay on your feet if you are to take the ball off of the attacking player when you're arriving. So then Eemland on the attack once more.
Deco, get away from it!
It's Labour who's been told to back off. The second row forward for the Dukes. Nicely done again, loose sync. However, that has been broken up by the Dukes. It still comes, though, to an Eemland player. Lovely catch, and the first mark in the game is called. 65 minutes into it.
I move it.
Just a little bit too much on that kick, got a little bit too enthusiastic, but a little bit too much on it. And a good catch and mark called by Milan van Dongen, who's just come on, the fly half who can play at fullback. Van Dongen is a man who is a bit of a import-export expert. You can sell anything. There's a nice quote from the team of the Dukes that said that he will convince the Eemland players to give the ball to Dukes. Which, to be fair, they were doing already before he even came on the pitch. The man who came through with Mace from Octopus Rugby Club in Uden is a result of the futures, the espoirs, the youth team, however you like to call it, here at Dukes. The Dukes side, of course, we are here in Eemland. Dukes already won the first game, 46-18.
See dislocated his knee.
Oh, just dislocation.
Just dislocation.
No.
Oh, yeah, just dislocation.
No. I told my ACL.
Boy, he's just a dislocation. That's all. Nothing more. Pretty serious injury. It's dislocations, I can tell you, sometimes can be more devastating and harder to come back from than a clean break. More substitutions coming as Dukes bring on a few of the players that were given a 10-minute rest or so. Dylan Robinson, one of those to come back onto the pitch. Number 15 there on the right-hand side of your screen, just talking to Hein Thielen and whatever Silau.
No, but he caught them all. It stopped.
And then time is off. We've still got, it's back on again now, just
Good morning.
under 15 minutes to go in this game. Tom van Ooyen has been replaced by Stefan Vos at hooker. Long kick, and Eemland given the task of trying to come all the way back from inside their 22. It's a very good opening gambit, though, gets them up to halfway. There's a little bit too much on that kick, although it's been taken before it went over the try line. So whether the referee was talking to himself there. Referees don't get the chance to go and sit down for 10 minutes. During the game, they're on for the full 18.
Tackle! Release!
So far, though, Geef, the South African-born international referee who's lived in Europe for the last 30-odd years, is keeping up with the play nicely.
Off the foot.
Eemland just
off
outside.
The foot again.
That's off a boot twice, so no knock on. And it finally makes its way into touch, just inside the Dukes 22. It will be the away side take the line out. More changes coming up. stolen. Well, whilst the dominance of Dukes has become more and more obvious
he went back.
as the game has gone on, same can't be said for the line-out.
If he was
Sylvain Essen has come off and been replaced there by Sherek
on time.
Padeda.
No.
Comes on the Dutchman. He's a wing or full-back
Let's go.
and
Can you watch?
Yeah.
local boy, having started off at Utrecht. Studying medicine as well at the same time as pursuing a rugby career.
Go, boys! Ik push open, push open!
Crouch! Bind!
Vingers al daar!
Set!
Hyman Arts then will take put in, and it's quick ball this time off the scrum from the Dukes.
Nine.
Charging forward, Oliver Sierlau, the centre, 32 years old now, but still busting through gain lines for fun. Dylan Robinson doing exactly the same thing and manages to hold on before being dragged to ground. Out wide by Arts. Stefan Vos taking it on, the man known as Grandpa in Duke's quarters.
No, I just wanted to see what happens after.
Well, Dukes have knocked that ball on as they were getting to the attacking part of the pitch.
So yeah.
Stefan Vos, incidentally, rather, I don't know whether it's kind or not, known as the bald lunatic at Dukes. Fractured his skull apparently a couple of weeks ago, returning to rugby. Pretty soon afterwards. Still be healing quickly. Man who is well into his 30s, shall we say. Oh, the big push. However, it's the penalty given to Eemland, despite that apparent push forward by the Dukes pack.
You went across.
There you go. Yep. So, just went sideways. All of the pressure has to be vertically up the pitch. Not allowed to start crabbing across it. So then, an escape there for Eemland. A while since they conceded the last of their 28 points, but they've yet to get their first try in the game. And that's a very good kick into the Dukes' half.
Backwards.
Yep, good line out.
Yeah.
Now, though, they need to set the platform. They've won the line out, but again, good counter-rucking coming from Dukes, and it's putting them under pressure all the time. Eemland pushed backwards again, and they're not making much headway at the moment. Now back inside their own half. Ferocious tackling coming from the league leaders.
On the ground, the guy who was laying on the ground.
And it pays off.
Get away. Do you have a number that was on the ground playing the ball?
An issue for Gershon McKendy. Could be some trouble here. Somebody playing the ball on the ground, in other words, not on their feet. In that ruck.
A warning. Yeah. Ball.
Oh, what a time to lose the microphone again. But clearly, it was a Dukes player who was guilty of it. And it will mean,
because
it should mean a penalty to RC Eemland. We're in Amersfoort, 30-minute drive east from Utrecht. A little longer southeast from Amsterdam, just to put you into the picture exactly where we are
off.
in the country.
Okay. Penalty. No, not you.
Watching RC Eemland trying to stay in top four contention up against a Duke side who are
Hands on the ground.
looking to get back to winning ways after losing their last game, the first one of the campaign. and doing a decent job at the moment. Eemland then with a chance to go forward. That is not.
There was a knock-on, but there was
kick.
something that led up to the knock-on.
Timo Peters just asking exactly why that wasn't just a knock-on. Timo Peters, the fifth member of this 23 today, who have just come back from the Rugby Europe Championship. Oh, a good spoiling by Neil Otto, the Duke's captain. And it gives Stefan Vos a chance to charge forward again. This time they go to the air, over the top, looking for the 50-22. Prevented. However, didn't go out enough, and that's allowed the Dukes to take that line out quickly. When you see the way their line out has got in this game, you can't blame them for wanting to do that, because Eemland is the one area where they've managed to consistently put Dukes under pressure.
Stop it.
Better play. Now the chance to drive forward for Eemland, but it's straight into a defending arm. And a little bit of a waste. They need a little bit more patience perhaps than that. This game, I think, has pretty much gone less than just over 6 minutes to go now in it, and they need 3 scores just to get the defensive bonus point.
Not you, not you.
Which, bearing in mind the way the game has gone so far, is a long shot.
Inside.
Same after this, Dukes will go on to take on RC Eemland.
Yeah.
Second to them, that will be a top of the table clash next weekend. They've got to finish off a team that are 5th in the table Thursday against RC Eemland, and they are doing a pretty good job at the moment, by the fact that they have a man in the bid. And Stefan Vos. They do have the put in. They have the line out, rather.
5. Yeah, number. Number. 2. Number 2 and
2? Oh, right, number 2. I thought you were calling 2 for the line out.
Number 2. And who
Instead,
else?
it's
7.
a change at hooker. And a change it out, open side flanker as well.
Who's number 7?
So then, off goes Gershom Mukendi,
5 minutes.
who's been one of their key punchers through the game line in this game so far. Or Eemland, even though it hasn't quite worked out the way they want. And Tim Vandenberg, who came in late just before kickoff after the illnesses that Eemland lost a couple of players.
Thanks.
Charles Mayner and Quinton Verhaeren withdrew on the day of the match.
Leave it, leave it.
Calm down, boys. It's okay.
Holding. He went off his feet after the contest.
Oliver Cielo walking away from the infringement, smiling in the end, but can do when you're 25 points in front with less than 5 minutes to go. Again, not happy with that kick, but the wind is not helping. You have to say that. It might not be immediately obvious all the time at home watching, but you can see there from that flag that it is gusting a gale today, and now it's flowing into the way that Eemland are going. It has changed all the way through this game. It's been almost impossible to really judge it. Eemland have it. Good line out. Farrell Lucian was able to get the play going, and again here.
12, leave!
Again, look how fast the tackling is coming up from the defence. The Dukes are just smothering Eemland. Oh, hello.
The ball is in the jersey, you can't play like that.
Hardly time to get undressed yet. That's for after full time, surely.
Ik was klaar hoor.
Nou, is dat...
You can see a good angle there from Eemland's forwards, kept that very stable, and now they're both going, oh, they've lost the ball though.
No, it's fine.
Again, how many times in this game have we seen that? They get good field position, they're on the front foot, and then they cough up possession. They will know that they could have been in this game a lot more than they are. And they look back at this particular debrief. A lot of the time they have not been outplayed by Dukes. They have just lost it at vital moments.
Get away!
Now the Dukes looking to finish them off with just over 2 minutes to go. Leading by 25 points, about to extend their lead at the top of the table. Already with the bonus point. Here comes Brad Armstrong. Out wide, and Dylan Robinson has got a run to the line, unfettered. A 5th try of the afternoon for Dukes. And any hopes at all of anything coming out of this game for Eemland, every time they might have got it, they've just been caught. And a sucker punch here. Lovely little ball outside by Armstrong. That was terrific.
Three.
Excuse me, it's Van Boerdonk is the man who's gone through to score that try. Either way, he finishes it off beautifully. Really created the extra man on the overlap very well indeed.
Yes.
Thielen has been impeccable from the kicking tee this afternoon, and another successful conversion from the fly half.
Side. Lift or right.
3:35. It doesn't feel like it should be quite so one-sided in terms of the scoreline, but it's the difference between a team that doesn't take their chances and one that does.
The number.
Eemland still yet to go over the try line of the Dukes in this game. Can they do it right at the end? You can bet your bottom dollar that Andy O'Bono won't want it to happen, but it's going to right at the end. Finally, Eemland breakthrough, and it's the replacement scrum half, Farrell Lusing, who finds enough space to be able to burst through. Lovely offload here just before the tackle, and the young scrum half races and scampers. Scored the first try for his side this afternoon. It's all a bit late, but at least it's something to smile about.
Yeah, let's 30 seconds for your kick. Yeah.
And it gives them the chance to get to double figures as well, to make the scoreline look a little bit more respectable. Yeah. On target, and that brings us to the end of the game. A bonus point victory for the league leaders, the Dukes, whose forward power gradually came to the fore in the second half after a great performance in the first half from RC Eemland. They had too many chances, though, that went away. They weren't helped by a couple of yellow cards either, but in the end, they got their try, but it's still a big victory for the Dukes as they win it by 35 points to 8. 10, excuse me. 5 tries to 1 then, guarantees the bonus point. They only needed to be 3 ahead and they were 4.
Bit in the second half.
I think that is a game that, despite the size of the scoreline, Eemland will be looking back at that thinking it could have been different if they had been a little bit more efficient when they got into the danger areas of the Dukes. See there, perfect kicking ratios there from Eindtielen as well, one of the 5 Dutch internationals, current national internationals in the team today. 1 penalty kick in the first half from Eemland. It's all they scored until that last minute try, scored by the replacement scrum half, Farrell Loosing. Well, Neil Otto was commanding, as we expected, at the back of the Duke scrum, but they did have troubles, especially in the first half, against an Eemland side who basically are onto their 3rd and 4th replacements, particularly in the front rows.
Yes.
So then, that is the Fishers' next time out. As we mentioned, the Dukes up against Boy, the top of the table clash next Saturday. As for RC Eemland, well, they head off to Cass, RC, and they really will be looking to get a victory in that game against a side that is only 10th in the table. Well, the usual ritual, which what's make rugby such a great sport. The 2 teams form a tunnel and clap each other through it for the performances and the fight that ends. And we'll probably end with a couple of beers in the clubhouse afterwards. You might be seeing a couple of the under-16 team from the English side, Moseley, who are crossing the Netherlands at the moment, and are having a right old party before kick-off of this game. Not sure that they will be partaking in the alcoholic beverages afterwards, though. When you consider how many players they are missing. 8 or so of the team that helped them win the title in 2023 are out injured. Only 3 from that side in the match day 23 today. But it was all about the Dukes.
So it's just saying flags.
Yeah.
And we'll get ready to sing the Eemland club anthem. Win or lose, it wouldn't be an RC Eemland game without it.
I look like a connection.
We need something new with the weather too. Because let's say if it's cloudy,
And it's true.
Appreciated by not just the home fans, but also those travelling from the team for the Dukes. Well, a great afternoon for the Dukes. They solidify their hold on a place in the semi-finals and on top spot in the league all around. For RC Eemland, too many yellow cards, too many drop passes, too many mistakes. And there is confirmation then the Dukes. Well, that is before we went in. Dukes now move up then to 75 points. As you can see, very much in control. RC Eemland, though, they will have to regroup. McGann will try to rally them, get them ready for the next game. 6 more games to go. And a chance to maybe to finally make it into that top 4 places. Coming more and more, though, a long shot as the games run out. 4. Andy Agonu, though, you can see him there in the black cap, giving his speech. He'll be very happy with what he saw, but he'll probably be a little bit worried about the way that Eemland managed to challenge them, particularly in the line-out, all the way through that game. But it was very windy, as we say, So not classic, but having said that, you often get the wind in the Netherlands blowing in off the North Sea, so something that they regularly have to deal with. Today, though, it's the win they needed to keep them in control of their own destiny. Eemland, though, need a couple of other teams, though, to just now then back into contention. Well, that's it from me, Angus Strode. Thanks very much for joining us for this game of Ereklasse Rugby in the Netherlands, where the Dukes show just how royal they can be as they came through with a big win to keep them in control of the table here in the Ereklasse.